So I just got off the phone and he was talking about staying for the kids. And I'm thinking, tell me about what that means. What do you think that your kids need? What do they need from you? Is it based on performance? Is it based on providing and protecting and discipline? Or is it rooted in love? Is it rooted in a knowing that your presence, that you being there with them, spending time with them, letting them know that they have value and worth? Or is it rooted in insecurity, rooted in scarcity, rooted in fear that somehow you're not enough and that the only way that you can do it right and be a good dad and do enough is to perform, to being worthy and valuable? Because I got to tell you, staying in a relationship for the children just creates more suffering on your part and more pain on their part. They experience a version of you that's not happy, that's not healthy, that's not okay. They experience a home that's cold and distant and disconnected. We model for them the way to stay in a relationship that doesn't work. We model for them to stay in a relationship that disowns their own desires and disowns themselves, that they don't really own their life, they don't really own themselves. We show them all these dysfunctional ways of being, and when an adult child is told that I stayed for you, I stayed for the kids, they become angry, they become upset. They say, well, I didn't ask you to do that. Why did you do that? The experience of that wasn't great, that our household was not okay. Why did you choose to do that? And don't put that on me. They become very upset about this because it's not something they asked for, but they're being basically blamed for. And they become very not okay with it. If we're telling ourselves that we're staying for the kids, then we need to get really clear about what that is. Are we just using them as an excuse to avoid our own discomfort? Or are we really coming from a place of love and acceptance, a place of value and worth, a place where we are willing to do the hard things in order to show them what a healthy person, a healthy relationship looks like? Because if we're not, then we're being selfish, unkind, disrespectful, and that's not who we really want to be. When I talk to men, that is not who they want to be. It is not some of the qualities that they say that they want for themselves. That puts us once again, out of alignment with ourselves. And then we start being really upset, right? We start acting out in unhealthy ways in order to cope with being out of alignment with ourselves. So if you find yourself in this place, if you find yourself saying, well, I don't want to hurt the kids, or what about the kids, or I'm staying for the kids, then we need to talk. We need to talk, because there's some thinking that's getting in your way, that's keeping you stuck, causing you to make your kids responsible for your unhappiness, and in doing so, making everyone around you unhappy. And I gotta tell you, life does not have to be this way. You can be a loving, kind, respectful father without having to stay in a relationship that doesn't work for you. And I guarantee you that ultimately, long term, your kids will appreciate it. In fact, when men do this work, they find that their relationship with their children improves because they're in a better place to be able to be there for them and have a relationship with them. So let's talk. Go to happymancoaching.com and schedule a free phone call. You and I will talk. I'll ask you some questions and we'll surface some answers together, and you can decide who you want to be and how you want to live your life. All right, brother. Talk to you soon. Bye.